Hello friends, it's Karla back today with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. Today we are going to make a Halloween card using some mixed media and Unity stamps and dies. We have some beautiful Unity stamps. This is the Entanglement background stamp. And then we have the Eerie Enchantment set with the little characters. We've got the Scallops and Rectangles set, and the Scalloped and Stitch nesting die set, which is great for banners, and a paper pack, Haunted Hues, with some really great Halloween colors. I also pulled out some zebra click art markers, some scrapbook adhesives by 3L, Pink and Main, Touch of Gloss, Distress, Embossing Glaze, and Archival Ink. We also have some Stickles and some Embossing Ink, as well as some Lindy's Magical Shakers. This is from the Under the Sea set 2, and some Olfa cutting scissors. So first we're taking that nesting die set, and we are going to add a little bit of scrapbook adhesives by 3L removable tape runner there, so we can just position the card base. The card base is a Bristol Smooth cardstock, but you could also use watercolor paper as well, and that would be great. And we are going to add the embossing powder. This is Lost Shadow, the Distress Embossing Glaze, and that's by Ranger and Tim Holtz. And I've added the web from the Entanglement set around the border. So now we're going to take these Lindy's Gang Magical Shakers, and these are their wonderful Magicals powders, and they're in a little shaker bottle. So you flip open the top and you just tap them to release that powder that's inside. And these are 3 colors from that Under the Sea 2 set. Now, soon as we add the water, you're going to see the explosion of amazing color. After we get our colors on and the amount of water that we want, you can see that web resist poking out in the background. We're going to set that aside to dry and color our image. So I've stamped these cute characters from the Eerie Enchantment set, and it's got some great sentiments in it. I've stamped these on some Bristol Smooth cardstock, and then I'm just going ahead and coloring with the click art markers. So with the zebra pen click art markers, you just click the top of the marker to open it up. That doesn't have a cover on, it doesn't dry out. And then what you're going to do is add some color around the edge of the image where you want to color that portion in. And then you can take your water brush and spread it out. It really is a quick and easy way to color. You get a darker edge where you apply the ink first, and then as you pull that out with the paintbrush, it's going to be lighter. So it automatically gives you some shading and some highlights, and you don't have to work too hard at it. That's what I like. This is stamped with the waterproof ink, and then we know that the background ink is not going to move when we start adding the click art markers. These color up pretty nice and quick. They're smaller images. You can create lots of fun scenes with them. Very cute. I love this style of Halloween stamp. And so I'm just going back and forth with the colors and coloring in all my images and blending that with a little bit of water to soften it. And I'm just going to work on coloring those images in. Here's a look at that completed colored image. Now I can grab the Olfa scissors and just fussy cut the image out, adding a little bit of a white border. And here's our cute little witch and her pumpkin and her cat. We are going to stamp the sentiment again using that removable tape runner just to keep our paper in place, and the Archival ink for our stamp. I've used a Creative Scrapbooker Super Stock card base, and here I'm just demonstrating how the removable tape, you can just rub that off to remove it, but it's really great, especially if you're applying top parts to your card base. It keeps your card base closed and you can get everything on easily. I really find it helpful as well if I'm taking photos of my cards. It keeps them flat. So I'm just going over that background to make sure that it's dry, and here you can see that beautiful webbed stamp embossed image peeking out. I'm using the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Tape Runner to apply those panels onto the background. So the scallop panel was with that paper from Unity. And now I can add the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L foam circles onto all my little colored images and create my little scene there at the bottom. I'm layering them on top of that colored mixed media background. And I added the sentiment, and now I'm adding some stickles for some pretty accents. I love this beach cruiser blue, and I'm using a clear, I'm not sure what color this one is, it's almost an iridescent, and just putting it on a few areas of the stamped image. And then I can use the Pink and Main Touch of Gloss just to add a little bit of gloss to the eyes. I had lots of fun making this card. I hope you'll try some of the products and techniques, and I hope you have a very crafty day and a happy Halloween.